pages. Look in your eyes, it's dangerous. Grateful I had all the patience. I know you going through some changes. You taking pictures, know your angles.
Okay, so this is the first episode of, you know, like a little ace tutorial and stuff. I'm looking right here. I have to start looking. And that thing right there. Okay. Showing you how to make a slouchy beanie out of something that you have in your closet, which is a shirt like this that has a ribbed bottom and a little bit of lining, which you probably don't have in your closet, but you can get easily. You need scissors, some chalk or something. This is not necessarily mandatory, but I like to use it. And sewing pins. And it's real simple and easy. Of course, you'll need a sewing machine. I would suggest that you get a serger. I'm gonna be doing this on a serger. This shirt, I've never worn this shirt before, literally. I probably worn it once. I've had it for like 4 years, and I thought I had so many plans with it, but I didn't like the way the neck was. I didn't like where it fell. It just wasn't, I thought I was gonna be feeling this. It's a cute idea, but in theory, just not in real life. I just wasn't with it. So, okay, so this is the hat that we're gonna use to basically map out how we're gonna cut it. This is like a regular standard beanie. I want it to be much longer and basically as wide as this shirt goes. Yeah, as wide as this shirt goes, just so it could be like really, really slouchy. So, gonna take your chalk. We're gonna come around it. Gonna bring it up. I want to use this part right here for something else, and it's also gonna help with the lining, so I'm gonna cut this off. Okay, and you'll see what I'm gonna do with this later. Just gonna pin this in a couple of areas. I'm going to cut. Now the lining is so that, you know, you can keep your hair protected. As naturals, it's hard out here for a pimp. So I'm gonna go ahead and double this. And a lot of times as I'm sewing, I always find easier ways that I could have done this while I'm sewing, while I'm doing it. And honestly, I should have put it all together. Should have put this under the shirt, this lining under the shirt, and just cut it all at once. But I didn't. This is actually the first time I've made a beanie as well, which is why there's a little learning curve, but I'm sure it's gonna come out cute because God is good and he's always on time. Why do I do this? What is this? What is that? Every time I'm done doing something. What the hell is that? All right, so we're gonna cut this right here. I actually never do stuff on tables. I actually much rather sew and cut, well, cut and all that stuff on the floor because I don't like standing while I'm doing this. So more than likely the rest of the tutorials will be with me on the floor. Unless y'all like this. I mean, the lighting is really good like this, but it's more professional too. Oh, whatever, we'll see. So now we're just gonna go and pin it all the way around, okay? Honestly, sometimes I like to pin while the other pins are still in there to keep it from moving, especially when you're cutting with lining. It moves around so much on the material. So that's a little tip. Now we have it all pinned, and we're gonna stitch all the way around here, okay? With sergers, you cannot go over the pins like you do with sewing machines. So you must take it out as you go. Trust me, okay? I've done it on purpose and on accident too many amounts of times, and tore my machine up or tore my face up when the pin ricocheted back onto me. So with the lining and everything together, we're gonna do it all at once, okay? Actually, here's another tip that I always forget about when I'm sewing, okay? When you have lining or a non-stretchy, especially a slick material like this with a stretchy material like this, sew on this side, because sewing on this side is going to stretch and it's going to give you hell, okay? Especially with it sliding on this. Sew on this side and it goes a lot faster, okay? So now you're left with this. We're gonna get our snippers right here. I'm gonna get the snippers and just take that off. Take this off. Okay, so now that we have this sewn together, we're going to, you see, you got 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna go inside of here and turn it inside out. Ooh, wrong side. I'm just making all types of mistakes, but y'all get the point. This way. Okay? And we're gonna work on this. This is going to be the band that's gonna go across here. So, let's see how we want this to go. I think, like, do I want to make this any smaller than this? Maybe slightly. I'll probably just cut off just a little bit just so it could give it some squeeze on your head. Okay, so funny thing, right? This is learning curves that irritate me. This is, let me give y'all a moment, okay? So I thought that this would be big enough for a head and maybe like a baby's head, but not like my adult head. It's just not, it's not big enough for my adult head, and it's really because of this. So what I'm going to do is, if this is on both sides, it won't stretch like a beanie. So I try to put it on and it doesn't fit. So this is what's gonna have to happen. I'm going to have to take this and only wear it on the one side. So take these and wear it on the one side so that this is allowed to stretch for my head. It's a little learning curve, that's it. Let me see how it fits on my head. It'll go a little tighter. So take this off. About right here should be fine. So I don't want it to be too tight around my head. So we're gonna pin this down. Now that I've serged along here, I'm gonna take this and I'm going to fold it. This is gonna be the band that I had, okay? Loose or tight this fits. That's cool. And we're gonna pin all the way around. I think it's pinned. I feel like I'm about to go to a, what's that basketball team that has the red? Is that the Lakers? No, that's yellow. Sixers? I don't know. But it looks like this, and I feel like I'm like in the 2000s, the early 2000s, with my like bandana and armband and wristband and eye band. Like, we had bands for everything, child. Good times. All right, so what I would typically do is, and you can see it very faint. Let me step in front of here. You can see it very faint that, well, you can see it actually really good. That is the seam line from the original shirt. This is the seam line from the Surge. What I would typically do is put this in the back of the head, obviously, so it's not shown, and then the rest of it would be, you know, nice like this. But because that is right there, I also don't want that at the top of my head. So I'm gonna put this on the two sides. And it'll actually just be easier because it could even up. I can even them up evenly with the seams of the hat as well, if you get what I'm saying. And we're gonna take this seam line, put the right side. You don't want it on the inside because then the seam is gonna, you know, you're gonna be able to see it. So you want to put right sides together. And I pin it all the way around so that I use these same pins to pin in the hat, to pin everything together. So line up those seams, pin right there. You want to go to the other side because again it is a little smaller, so you want to be able to ease it in the way you need to evenly. So we're going to take that other seam right there and we're going to line that up right sides together with this seam line. And now we're just gonna pin everything together.
I probably could have made the band a little smaller, but I also have 160 faux locks in my hair that are pretty thick. So those are right now.
Okay, now I'm just gonna go and serge all the way around. To end off a serge, what I like to do is I take one of the strings and I just pull it, and that ties it into a nice little knot, and then I just snip it off right there. Okay, so now we have everything sewn together. We're gonna put it inside out, well, outside, inside out, outside in, whatever that way is, and you'll see we got something going on. Okay, we got one last thing to do, but it's coming together. You see the satin's on the inside. Oh, you know how on beanies and hats and everything you have like a T line? So you have a line right here, and then you have a line right there. Can you see it? Line right there. You know, this reminds me of that game that we used to play as children, like this. Remember, I used to have like whatever, all the stuff on the inside. So we're gonna do that with this, and basically just allows it to lay better in the back and more hatty. Take the inside out and see how this seam line is like this. We want it to be like this. Okay, and then take the chalk and make a nice line on across here. What does that mean, a nice line? What's a mean line? I mean, YouTube lingo. Why am I using it? That line that's right there, it's a little faint, but we're gonna stitch right across that. And I finished it off or whatever and pressed the seams and stuff. So this is what it looks like. You got that line right there, the long seam line right there. This is the inside. Ooh, 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 ooh. And it is done. It outfit is so done and I'm so excited. So, thank you so much for watching. And I'm so excited. This is my first tutorial on YouTube. Lots of faux locks. We're gonna take this and put them all up. Rolly, rolly, rolly. And a dabber wrench. Oh, this is cute. Gotta finesse the back. It fits all of my hair. Oh, this is, I look like a Rastafarian. Oh, what y'all finna tell me? What y'all finna tell me? These, oh, this is so cute.